Good evening, everyone. I'd like to show respect to all these people up here. They're certainly very good in the way they present. I probably won't be quite as polished, but I'll give it a go for what I can. For quite some time, I wasn't even listed on the electoral roll. Didn't like what the government did. Soon turns out you don't get a say if you don't do that. So I am enrolled now. I'm an ex-Air Force electrical fitter. 15 years addition to that with defence aviation and or contractors and resource companies. Writing policies and procedures is what I've done. Okay, is that better? Yeah. Can you hear me now? Okay. I'm not nervous at all. Okay. Now, I've got two wonderful children, but like a lot of people, been through the divorce court, through family law, lost everything. There's something wrong with the system. This has been mentioned a couple of times. There's something wrong with a lot of systems. So I stand this election for the Australian Better Families Party. Our job is to ensure that Australian families benefit before all others from government policy. Okay. Now, benefits of better family law. Okay, you'd have your rights as a parent upheld. You wouldn't have it taken away from you. Amicable communications between both parents to benefit the children. Okay, a lot of people probably understand exactly what I'm talking about with this. Okay, preserve family wealth for the family, not give it to solicitors and lawyers and the system. When you get to 50 and you have everything taken away from you and you have to start again, you soon know what that's all about. Okay, prevent financial ransoming of children. Prevent abuse of the child support system. That's quite a common one. If you have a look at the stats of people that have died that have child support accounts, you soon understand what that one's all about. Okay, and to be not to be falsely accused of domestic violence. Those stats don't get reported. Police put things down as if they find that not having a go at women, but if they find that a woman has made a false accusation, it's just put down as non-disturbance. Okay. We need to remove gender out of DV. Okay. Need to get mediation and counselling into place before it even gets to DV. Now, I've had two partners of legal firms that told me that 6 years ago, they told the Queensland government, they pleaded not to put the changes in because they would lose the real cases, the real DV cases would fall through the cracks. That's exactly what's happened. You get a lot of people that there is no DV there, it's just claims that have been made, and yet media now report a lot of deaths, a lot of damage. So we need to get back to what the real cases are and not the fake ones. Okay, but families have other challenges too. They have mental health. They have homelessness. How many homeless are there in Brisbane? I've heard it's somewhere around 1,800. Okay, that's just for Brisbane. Okay, aged care. Okay. With reports of lack of transparency and of abuse in the aged care facilities, who's concerned about their parents? Look forward. Who's concerned about yourself? I know I am. Okay. Now, being ex-defence, better veteran services. These are policies that we've got. Okay. Now, this one is personal to me, especially with Anzac Day coming up on Thursday. Okay. There are people in this country, like we as a people, we allow our government to send our young, healthy men and women off into war zones, defending us and defending other people. Okay. And if they're not physically injured or killed, they're exposed to events that you and I don't even want to think about. My brother was a photographer in the army. He's told me some of the stories, and he said they were the good ones. Okay. Now, there are people that have come back and been dumped because they're damaged. 28,000 of them, living on less than 63% of the minimum wage. That's their compensation. And all they've asked for is to get minimum wage. Who could live on 63% of the minimum wage here? So, yeah. And the other thing is that how we treat them? These people have come back, they're defending us, and that's how we treat them. Okay, now we have a whole range of other policies as well. Yeah, all for families, adoption reform, community childcare, community employment, national youth service, juvenile justice reform. Any young kids in jail is not a good place for them. It's a waste of life. But can we get them out and get them productive? These are the things that we're trying to, that we're going to get in and improve. Thank you.